Hi, today we are going to learn line 56, 4-part big star on the trumpet, and this video will focus on line B. So this is not the melody, it's a harmony part, and we're going to work one line at a time. So we start at the beginning of line B, we've got our treble clef. There is nothing in our key signature, all notes are natural. Then we have our time signature. We are in 4/4 time. The top number tells us how many beats per measure. The bottom number tells us the value of the whole note. So if we had a whole note, it would get 4 beats. Half of a whole is a half, and half of 4 is 2. So the half notes get 2 beats each. Then half of a half is a quarter, half of 2 is 1. So the quarter notes get 1 beat each. Finally, half of a quarter is an eighth, and half of 1 is a half. So it's not 0, it's not another 1, it's just taking away half. And eighth notes are often found in pairs or in groups of 4, but individually they get half of a beat, and it takes 2 of them to equal the same amount as a quarter note. So I'm going to walk through this first line and then I'll demonstrate. We have a quarter note G, which is open. Then we have 2 eighth notes, a G to an F, first valve. Then we have 2 quarter note E's, so we have first and second valve down. In the next measure, we have 2 F's that are quarter notes, they're both first valve. Then a half note G, which is open. In the next measure, we have 3 G's, so we stay open. Then we have a quarter note E, first and second valve. The next measure has 2 quarter note F's, which is first valve. And we end this line with a half note G, which is open. This first line will go like this. 1, 2, ready. And then we're going to move on to our second line B. So if you look, this second line B is identical to the first line B. No need to reteach it because we've already learned it. So we're going to move on to the next page and the next line B. This one is different. It's all on G, and it's the rhythm that makes it interesting. So we have 2 quarter note G's, then 4 eighth notes, 2 quarters and a half, and then the pattern repeats itself. So this is how the third line B will go. 1, 2, ready. And finally, we will move on to the last line B, which is just like the first 2. So let's take a moment and talk about form, which might be confusing because we're focused on the B line. And when we talk about form, we refer to the ideas or the themes that we come across in letters. So the first theme, the first idea, happens twice, first line and second line. We would call that the A theme or the A section. And then when we get to a part that's different, we have to call it something else. So we call it the B section or the B theme. And then we end with the same idea as we had at the beginning. So your overall theme is, your overall form is AABA. So hopefully that's not too confusing because we are also playing line B, but that's the form. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play through all 4 lines, but because I am not fancy and don't have the technology to scroll while I'm playing, I am going to play this B line twice because it's like the beginning. Then I'm going to pop up here and play this B line, and then I'm going to end down here, and that'll take you through all 4 lines. I am also going to have my metronome going at 92 beats per minute, and hopefully you're able to keep up and play along. If you're not there just yet, pause the video and practice a little bit, and then come back, and I hope you can join me. but here is line B, a 4-part big star. 1, 2, ready. And that is it for line B, a 4-part big star on the trumpet. I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you next time.